what I should do, if I should try to convince her to move out here, if I should think about moving to Australia. Should I just keep pushing, bro? Find another woman, bro? I don't know. Thank you, guys.
This is awesome.
That is so good.
This poor kid thinks he's gonna move to Australia.
Oh,
Like,
man.
don't. What are you, out of your
21?
fucking mind?
Oh.
First of all, you figured something out about yourself, though, right? You just got out of this pretty toxic relationship. You apparently, now you sound dumb as shit, right? You're not a smart guy, no chance. But it sounds like you're a piece of ass. Sounds like you're hot. If you're in New York,
I was getting that sense too.
New York bartender who some hot, rich Australian lady wants you to be her kept man, you have a self-esteem problem, my friend. You're holding, you have the keys to a great life. A hot guy, there's a hot guy that lives off like women.
Yo, what's up?
I would say the top of the pyramid in terms of pieces of shit.
No, I'm just
You
not
are a piece
tired.
of shit, don't get me wrong. You live a piece of shit life. You're a leech on someone else. But this is the best leech to be. I know guys who just fuck. It's like it's getting to be a gold digger without the misogynistic stigma, right? So I say enjoy. You have that ability. You're young. You're clearly hot. If she's willing to do this, and I would say, first of all, you're gonna move to fucking Australia and be a stepdad? Are you out of your? How old is your kid?
That's the part where I'm like, absolutely not.
Yeah, that's the toughest one. You're like, what do you like? You convince her to move to New York? What, with her fucking kid? You want this woman to move her child to a different country so that she can buy you a couple fucking watches?
He almost said in the voicemail, like, no lie, I could be an amazing dad.
So no, you do not move to Australia now. She wants to fly you out for a little vacation.
Definitely.
She wants to keep cash apping you. She wants to keep doing you all that stuff. That's all good and well, but you have to understand.
I'm just chilling, thug.
You are basically like, you're a sugar baby here.
Yeah.
You know, and that's fine. You know, sex work is work. But you are a sex worker here, and you have the ability to be kind of a part-time gigolo, it sounds like.
Yeah, it does.
If you just backed your way into this, imagine if you start trying and you start believing in yourself.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm not saying take advantage of anyone. Everyone knows what the fuck the score is on arrangements like this. No one thinks, this lady doesn't think a 21-year-old is her fucking soulmate. I mean, unless she's dumb as shit, which she very likely could be. But I would say don't move to Australia. Now, if this was like Philly, if this was even LA or something, if this is the continental United States, I'd say, I mean, it doesn't sound like you got too much going on. You moved to New York for, what did you move to New York for? That's one question. Do you have dreams? What are you doing? And I don't think it's wrong to kind of fuck your way to some financial security here.
Right.
You have the ability to. Why not give it a whirl? But do not move to fucking Australia. That's insane.
I know. The crazy part, though, is that you just said Philly, and I'm like, I would say move to Australia over Philly. Just because rich in Australia could be unbelievable.
Yeah,
like, I'm imagining, I watched Troye Sivan's Architectural Digest.
Okay.
And he has a sick house, dude. I would live there.
Yeah, but here's the thing. This guy could get sex trafficked in Australia.
Yeah, like,
he doesn't know anyone.
Yeah.
This lady, this might be her thing. She might have a bunch of 21-year-old hunks in her fucking basement somewhere. No papers. Takes your fucking passport.
Oh, no.
No way to get home. I'm saying it's too risky to go to Australia.
Yeah. Also, this is how I've always felt, is because I feel like I've heard this question before of like, do I just go with a rich person?
Yeah.
There are so many rich people in the
There
world.
really are.
And most of them are actually hot.
Yeah.
So I don't think you should be like, she's attractive and she's rich. There's a lot of those people.
Yeah, there really are.
So I just like keep working.
You just got to the city.
Yeah.
You're gonna fucking give up now, dude? And also milk this lady for all she's worth.
Right.
Get a couple more gifts out of it.
Yeah.
Tell her it's hard to make rent. Send her a jacket you really want. And be like, I really want it.
Yeah.
And see what happens. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid
and
to
let
use.
her know you just got out of this toxic relationship. You know,
right.
she can only really feel for you.
Yeah, that's true. Use that to your advantage. I'm just worried about this kid because he really could be manipulated. This lady sounds kind of nice.
Yeah,
you know what I
she
mean?
does.
But if the wrong rich lady comes up
I
against him,
know.
he's fucking cooked.
I know. You're way too easily swayed. I
2 minutes.
wonder
Yeah.
what she's buying him.
I know. It's like
I wonder what an
She
expensive
took him to
gift is.
Chili's. This guy came from fucking Dayton. And he's like, oh my
He had
god.
Shake Shack for the first time. He's like, this is $4 more than McDonald's.
Yeah, dude, this is a good sign for you. It sounds like you need to believe in yourself a little more. I would work on self-esteem first and foremost. You might be fucked up about this, toxic relationship. You sound like the kind of guy who's like a sweet, dumb idiot who like women can take advantage of.
Yeah.
And you're kind of, I would say just don't take advantage of anyone, but like believe in yourself, be a little assertive and, charge for that sweet dick you got in those jeans.
He sounds so cute.
He does sound like a cute guy.
I feel like he has the best face
Yeah,
ever.
he must be hot for this to be going on.
He looks like he probably has like a Gap model face. You
Yeah,
know, where it's like baby
yeah.
face but has a six pack.
Yes. Just a baby face with just
Be careful. That is a lot of power.
Yeah, that's a lot of power. You don't know how to wield. You don't know how to wield those dimples and those 6 inches soft that you got in those dungarees. But good luck with you, bud. Good luck. Then just believe in yourself a little more. Don't sell that dick to the first Australian that comes a knocking. That's what I say.
There we go. Classic Stavi, bro. Church? Like, I go to church? Do I go to church? Church is chicken? No. Squirt, welcome back. Welcome back. Excuse me. Do I like Raising Cane's? Not in Canada, bro. Unfortunately. Squirter, Super, what's up? It was so bland. Yeah, see, the thing I feel with chicken, man, is it's gotta be seasoned properly. Sauce is what carries it, so they intentionally make their chicken bland, so they just pour sauce on it. I don't know if I like the sounds of that. The sauces taste like ranch and ketchup. I don't even like ranch. Call that a hot take. I don't even like ketchup. Like, it's just sugar, essentially. Fuck's sakes. Jenny. Kitty cat, what's up? Chick-fil-A? Nashville all the time? It changes for you, right? Is Nashville chicken really that good? Yo, what's up, Almighty? How you doing? Can I run, please? Brahma's getting fucking rinsed here. We're all night owls, indeed. Doobity blam, yash. Doobity play. Hope I'm well. Dude, I'm doing actually really good, you know? Doing really good. I've come to I've come to terms with the fact that I'm probably gonna start my own business within the next 2 years here, and I know exactly what I'm doing. So you know that feels good to have a plan in life. You know? Do I like going outside? No, dude. The sunlight burns my skin when I step outside. That's why I only go outside during the night. I'm a fucking vampire. Business? Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be a sports bar. I'm pretty popular in my hometown, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's the plan. It's the plan, Stan. High quality weed. The idea. One second here, I gotta think. Where do I go? The idea is to have like a very like small menu. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have like smoked ribs, like actual good smoked ribs. I'm gonna have smoked ribs, like smoked brisket sandwich, like pulled pork sliders, chicken wings with like maybe 10 to 20 different sauces you can choose from, and then like burgers like done up probably like 10 different ways, you know what I mean? So it's all kind of like the same shit, and then like not very much, but it's gonna be like good bar food, you know? Like my brother's like one of the best barbecuers I've ever seen in my life. Like he's fucking just wicked with that shit. He already said he would cook it up, you know? So fuck. He'll teach me the ways. I mean, shit, chat. Here, let me pull up some pictures. Let me pull up some pics. Tell me I posted some pics on Facebook here, eh? Oh, I guess we don't have them cooked or anything. Like, people coming back for more? Yeah, but I kind of already, like, I don't know, got some good recipes and shit. But, like, you know what I'm saying? We don't fuck around when it comes to the meat. We love our steaks and shit like that. I'll probably have, like, a fucking tomahawk steak on the menu, too, honestly. Just for me. But those would be cooked to order. Damn, I don't have as many fucking pictures of our barbecues as I thought on Facebook. It's unfortunate. Crusty crab type shit. But the main thing is gonna be like beer and shit. Like I'm focusing on trying to sell liquor. You know what I mean? That's the main thing. The food is just for like when they get drunk, essentially. For when people get drunk, you know. The food will be like obviously. Excuse me. The food will obviously be like quality, but it's not like the objective. Remember the round 40 picture? Yeah, I do. I was around 50, but yeah, I do. If you offer weed, yeah, but you, like, I don't know, if I'm sitting there offering weed and shit, then you're just gonna, you know, lose your license pretty fast. There's no fucking shot, dude. There we go. What is a gat? What is a... What in the fuck am I looking at? Jesus fucking Christ. What the gat? We got a new bar where I'm at with actually decent food and it's a hit. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I'm not a slouch. Like, you can ask my family. I'm like, my brother and I are like some of the better cooks in the family, you know what I mean? Like, we gon' get this shit fucking done. I'm telling you, bro. On my mama, we fucking getting this shit done. Give it 2 years, boys, and I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna have it done. I'm saving every fucking goddamn penny that I make. Like, you know what I mean? I'm fucking literally just full tilt into this. I'm literally full tilt into this. It's my dream now. I'm dying on that bed, you know? Stream from the bar? That's the idea, bro. That's kind of low-key the idea. Not even gonna cap. That was low-key the idea, brother. It takes to start this business up anywhere from 50 to 100 grand, maybe 150 grand, depending. Because like it depends on the area of like the... Are you fucking kidding me? Motherfucker. $100 gifted for a gat reveal. It was like 37. It was an old picture on your gallery. You showed it on. What picture again, Tony? Sorry. Remember the round 40? Oh yeah, here I'll show you. Real quick. Oh, what the fuck?
Let's go. Keep going.
Look how small Rocky was, chat. Oh my god.
Come on. Rocky, let's go. Hey.
Look how small he is. Oh my god. He's so precious.
You just gotta take another breather. Just chew on it a little bit. Let's go.
He's so precious. Bro, I don't even know what happened to those pictures. It's crazy. Oh, there we go. Around 38. Around 38:45. Boom. This was my old dog. This is my old dog, Yogi. Big old bloodhound. Oh, fuck, I miss her. This is her as a baby. Yogi Berra. Oh my god, brother. I don't have a machete. Fuck! The machete. Confirm. Oh, dude, I actually do have a machete. I'm retarded. Oh. Get me out of here. Oh, he has a con. Jesus. Sheesh. All right, yeah, chat. Anybody want to take a toke with me by chance? Anybody? Anybody at all? Going once. Going twice. Sold to the fat kid in the bowler hat. Oh, yeah, the nerd in the back, yeah. The fat kid with the bowler hat. Bro. What the fuck, man? To be American, I got yo, have fun, bro. Some Super Mario, eh? Have fun, boss. Have fun, dude. Some Super Mario. Woohoo! You can get another from Red Muse and oh, I gotta go to the fucking God damn. Damn. I'm gonna go all the way over here. Gotta go over here. Watch. Where is it? Watchtower. There we go. Boom, boom. The kid just called me a noob. That's hilarious. He was trying to bait me to go fight him and lose all my gear. Fucking adorable. We don't play those games, boy. I don't give a fuck if I'm a noob. We don't play those. Cheers. Wait. I need a Camelot teleport. I'm stupid as shit, dude. I just went to the wrong spot. That's funny. You can play this game on phones? Oh yeah, bro. It's yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, dude, BLR. I'm out of it. Damn, I'm a knob. I'm such a nab. Not a big fan on the phone. You're just not a big fan of the game or the like playing it on the phone. I mean, this game definitely not for everyone. The game, yeah, it's definitely not for everybody. You understand? Oh yeah, it's just the XP grind, right? That's essentially why everybody just loves this game. This dude just said, "I hope the quest is going on." That's crazy. Oh, you can just grab those right there. Interesting. $30 gold? Are you? Dude, I hate this game, man. I just got absolutely shafted. Hang on. Um, 30 coins. Yeah, there's so much content. Yeah, there's literally, like, that's the thing with this game. There's so many things to do. Like, I don't even play this game near efficiency, you know what I mean? Not even close to being efficient. There's so many fucking things to do in this game. It's just unfathomable.
I'm on the Pingree Park Road, and I have a dead body.
Whoa. My man out here tripping.
The circumstances
BLR.
that brought Scott Sessions and Heather Frank together on a Saturday in February of 2020 started off like a routine get-together, but it turned into a deadly date night.
You can't.
that
There's
destroyed
no.
3 lives
There's
and
no pay to win in this
devastated
game.
many
Or like,
more.
there's no real world trading and shit. They're not supposed to be anyway. You can still buy gold or whatever from people, like fake sites and shit.
Before we begin, we would like to extend our deepest sympathies to
But there's no, you
family
can't go and like
loved
just
ones
buy
of the
gold.
victims in this case, Scott Sessions and Heather Frank. Scott Sessions was a popular and talented musician who played the trumpet for 2 bands. He lived in Greeley, Colorado, a northern Colorado agricultural community of about 100,000 people. Located
Everything you
60
just gotta
miles
earn
from
in game
Denver.
through like
Scott
bossing
first
and shit
met
like
the
that,
fun-loving,
or like buying it
free-spirit
through like
Heather
a grand
Frank at one
exchange.
of
The
his
grand
shows.
exchange is where you can go and sell things or to like other players, right? So it's got its own market. You know what I mean? This game's got its own market. Well, nice little copyright strike right there. Let's
One
go,
of
baby.
Scott's bandmates remembers Heather being smitten by Scott's charms right from the start. He noticed her gazing at Scott with what he called puppy dog eyes. Heather and Scott knew each other for just 18 days. What isn't known is how many times they met up before that fateful night of February the 8th. The evening started innocently enough. Heather reached out to Scott around 5
So I can just
p.m.
go
via
kill, like,
Facebook
there's money
Messenger
making methods
with
and
a
shit. Like,
short
there's a
but
whole wiki for
enticing
this game, right?
invitation.
Like, here, I'll open it
Wanna
up real
come
quick.
over? Scott
There's like a
jumped
whole
at the chance to
Wikipedia
see
for this
Heather again.
game
The 48-year-old mother of
that will
3
give you like a
adult
main
sons
page,
was
for
bubbly
example.
and fun to be with.
It will
He
tell you how to
messaged her
quest,
that he would
skill,
hop in the
mini
shower
games. It will
and
tell you
ride
everything
over.
you need
She
to know
told him
about the
to
game. It
hurry
will tell
and
you
bring
like
some beer.
legitimately the
After
most
giving her what
efficient
he
way to
jokingly
play, like
called
if you
a
want, you know,
warning that he
down
smelled
to like
pretty
every micro
amazing.
click.
He messaged that
But I
he
ain't
had
about
picked
that
up the
life.
beer and would be
ain't
arriving
about
at her
that
place
life.
shortly. And that's when the story took a
just
dark
kinda play
and
and have fun.
sinister turn.
I just wanna get
The
99s.
excitement of a newly budding romance soon turned into a horror show. Scott had unwittingly triggered a deadly tripwire when he started spending time with Heather. It was his friends from the George Gray and Elvis Experience band who first noticed Scott was missing on the following Monday night when he did not make their scheduled gig. Everyone
Am I
acquainted
tripping?
with Scott knew one thing for certain. He would never voluntarily
Did
miss
I
a
not
show.
just fucking...
Music was everything to Scott. Much of the video you will see in this case
I gotta go back and watch this real quick. What in the fuck did I just do? Bro, I could swear to God I went to the guy and bought it. Swear to God I went to the guy. Like, almost 100% positive. Dude, he put it on the floor. Are you kidding me, man? Oh my God. That's disgusting. He put the thing on the floor.
has not been released nor ever seen before.
He had a concert at the,
I'm trying to,
they had a concert.
excuse me.
Candlelight Dinner Theater.
I tried buying this
And
thing
Scott didn't
off
show
of this
up.
guy for 30
George
coins,
called and he said,
and I bought it off of him.
"Do you have any idea where he might be?"
But
And
instead
I
of
said,
putting it
"Yes,
into my
at first,
inventory, it
I knew that
it
there
put
was
it onto the floor.
Scott was very dependable.
Oh my God. Yes. He would not miss a gig with his.
I don't know why. I guess my inventory was full.
And it was his life.
Sure.
And he had finally succeeded. It's been a long, long time getting there.
Scott's absence sounded the alarm among the rest of his social circle. That included the band members from
was
another
just
group he played with, the
waste
Movers
of
and
time,
Shakers, along with
essentially.
friends and ex-girlfriends.
I got a text message yesterday morning from Kyle Borthwick, who is the
Oh yeah, you gotta get like
Shakers and the drummer. He's the
So your construction here, let me. Your construction is your house, you know what I mean? And you gotta like get your construction up to be able to build your house. Here, I'll show you my house in a little bit. My house sucks. Um, collect. At least you still got a house. Yeah. I'm in the
To the
game.
band. He sent me a Facebook message and a private message and said, "Do you know where Scott is? Have you talked with Scott?" And I answered and said, "No, why?" And he said he didn't show up for a gig with the George Gray.
Thought you had to leave. I already
Elvis
left. I did
experience,
what I had to do.
in Johnstown. So he was
I was
supposed
just
to
when I went and
perform
talked
on
to my
19th
friend
and
about opening up a
Scott
business,
is
essentially.
one of the most professional people I know as far as a musician. I mean, I can honestly say this on the record, he would never, ever miss a gig, ever. He loved his cat. He would have never have left his cat. That's how I knew something was really wrong.
George Gray and Stanley Sessions
He looks
met
like
up at
Elvis.
Scott's house to look for him. Only his cat Munchkin was there and clearly had not been fed for several days. Where was Scott Sessions? There was no sign of the 53-year-old musician. Fearing the worst, his father filed a missing persons report. What Scott's loved ones did not know was he had already been found. The day before, a snowplow operator spotted a plume of smoke in the Pingree Park, about a 2-hour drive from Greeley in Larimer County. When the driver stopped to extinguish the fire that morning, he was shocked to discover in the flames there was a human body. It was being consumed by the fire. He was wrapped in plastic and lying face down next to a log.
I'm on the Pingree Park Road at the Monument Gulch exit, and I have a dead body.
Okay, we'll get help on the way. Are you able to provide any details?
Well, there was a tree on fire, and I went up to put it out, and he's laying next to it.
Okay, and you believe he's beyond any help?
Yeah, he's definitely passed away.
There's no indication that this guy was camping. There's no other personal property. He's face down next to a log that's burning bright. There's no vehicles that we could find in the close vicinity. However, we haven't searched everywhere yet, but this is looking like it's possibly a body dump.
Is the body clothed or not?
He is clothed, but it's hard to tell whether it's appropriate clothing due to the
condition.
Is he covered in fresh snow?
Because of the heat of the fire. The tracks that we think might have been made by him or whoever was here, there is slight snow covering it, so I don't know how much they got overnight, if it was dusting or if the wind was blowing. So if he's still there, it doesn't look like this guy had made a campfire. Just doesn't look we'd expect.
Lincoln 11, I apologize. Sam 18's out of the room, confirming there was a campfire made, just doesn't look normal.
It does not look like this is an intentional campfire. So this does not look normal.
Scott was identified by a fingerprint reader during the autopsy. The
Damn, he's
toxicology
lucky to
report
have any
also
fingerprints if
revealed
he's
small
burning.
amounts of codeine, morphine, and marijuana in his system.
Hey,
His car was found in the
marijuana.
King Soopers supermarket parking lot. Investigators began to work the case, trying to figure out who might have had a grudge against Scott or who might have information about where he had gone. Scott's father spoke to the police about his son's tumultuous romantic relationships. He described him as
bucko,
an
you little
emotional
fucking
guy
shit. Let's
who
go, bud.
didn't
You and
hold
me
back
right here,
when
right
he
now.
fell in love.
Slash you to death.
What about girlfriends?
He had a hell of a track record there. He was married many, many years ago, and that ended up in divorce, and collected a felony out of that.
2 of Scott's ex-girlfriends were questioned at the police station. Officers were particularly interested in brushes that Scott had with the legal system when those relationships grew rocky.
Scott overreacted everything.
Damn.
He had it trigger.
She's pretty.
His temper was just like that.
She's pretty.
Right? And he would go from 0 to 8. Like, so quickly.
She got a good
I
face.
thought I could learn how to pull that back, and I never really did learn how to pull it back. In fact, we had a discussion about that at the beginning of January.
Loretta described
Hey,
a heated
die, bro.
argument she
Don't
had
be
with
running
Scott.
away.
He threw a cup of coffee at her and then grabbed her. She threatened to call the police if he didn't get out of her house immediately. He left and then proceeded to call the cops on himself.
I'm not scared of Scott. I'm scared of Scott's temper right at that moment. Right? But Scott overall is not a terrible person. He's got issues, though. So I started cleaning up. Well, Scott, because I think this is what he claimed, because he had that history, he was afraid if he didn't call the cops first, then they would arrest him for sure. So he called the cops.
He called police to get ahead of her. He thought, she'll call and then I'm going to get picked up. Well, he called and he got picked up anyway. And now that's the probation if he's still on.
Both Loretta and Scott's father agreed that it was his earlier problems with a previous girlfriend that had led him to proactively call the police. Ex-girlfriend Laura Stevens spoke about the troubles that she and Scott had in their relationship.
And so during that relationship, you had indicated that there were some troubles and stuff like that?
In our relationship?
Yeah. Can you explain what those were?
He became very jealous. And that was difficult because I'd be out with friends, and if a man came up to talk to me, he would get upset. And then eventually, he would get really angry. So I
Shouldn't be
decided
such a
for my
whore.
own safety and well-being.
Come on, lady. What?
I filed a restraining order.
Damn, that's crazy.
And that was for 3 months. The judge would have granted me lifetime, but I chose the 3 months.
But he
just to
must
see
have been
what
going
happened.
crazy.
He didn't bother me in the 3 months. He's really straightened out. He's the happiest I've ever seen him. That's why this is such a shock.
It sounds like a nutcase.
Eventually, both women mended the rifts they had with Scott and built friendships with him over time. He had worked on his issues
That's
of
wild.
the previous few years and finally seemed to be hitting his stride. They both spoke highly of him and talked about his magnetic and dynamic personality that drew friends into his orbit. He was especially elated when he was performing regularly.
Scott struggled in a lot of ways, but he was amazing too, right? He would brilliant mind with music. And the ability to deal with people. He never forgot anybody's name, as you've read. He was nice to everybody.
Chat, I was going down to my buddy's place. Oh shit, what the
Until
fuck?
you pissed him off, right? Then it was another story. Always road rage. I hated driving. I used to say, Scott, people carry guns. Don't do that. Don't follow so close. Don't drive like that. That was always so. In this whole last few days, I thought maybe it was a road rage incident. Maybe he'd gone up to the mountains and something happened. So I thought, oh, that's a possibility. Because he would have his hair trigger reactions, and
I was down at my buddy's place earlier, and there was a fucking coyote out.
I'd never been with anybody in my life like that. They go up so far and they can come down so quickly.
As those close to Scott speculated on what chain of events could have led to his death, they acknowledged that they had feared he would lose his life prematurely.
My mind, it's not just a random. There's no way a random event took out Scott Sessions. I just don't think it. He made it 53 years. He's done, crack. He's done meth. He's done.
Don't crack.
Scott's done everything. I don't think he's done heroin. But Scott, you don't know how he survives because he makes dumb decisions constantly. So,
Lady, just because you smoke crack or do heroin doesn't mean you're gonna die right away. Like, is this trick stupid?
Harsh to say take him out, but you think about it when you're around someone like that, when they risk themselves a lot.
Sure.
For most of Scott's life, Stanley Sessions had also worried about his son's safety.
You know, he was always a little kid, and he was always picked on himself. Well, he'd been in counseling since, off and on, all the way from second grade. And along the way, there's been some stuff. You know, I've seen inside jails I never ever expected to see. I met law enforcement people up and down the Front Range, and I went and gathered him up a few times from jail. But it looked like he had really turned the page. And I tell you all of this because my reaction to your telling me he was deceased was I wasn't surprised very much, because I think we had been close to this place times before, years and years ago.
Sure.
So I didn't know. I didn't react because I guess for 50 years I've been conditioned that something could go wrong.
His excitement about music was evident even with casual contacts. Scott had recently returned from a trip to the Memphis International Blues Challenge where he competed with the Movers and Shakers. Just 2 days before he died, a surveillance video put Scott excitedly sharing the news of his band's success with the staff at his bank.
Yeah, man, my buddy's got crazy videos of this coyote just like tearing this fucking squirrel apart.
All right, thank you. I think I better put some money in the bank. Working hard or hard?
Yeah, that's nice shit, man.
We just got back from Memphis, so it's like, gosh, I recover. But we had yeah, it was the International Blues Challenge. So we made it to the semi-final round, and the band that from the semi-final round that was in our venue was the one that won it all. So we kind of basically lost to the winners, you know. But it was so fun.
That's good. That is good.
So still on the Memphis high, you know. That's great.
After Scott's body was discovered, police caught a break when they found Scott's Facebook password inside his residence on February 14th. When they logged into his account, they learned that the last messages he exchanged were with Heather Frank. Cell tower data confirmed that Scott's phone was in the vicinity of Heather's place the evening of February the 8th. His phone never moved from that location and eventually went dead on the morning of the 9th. It was never found. Detectives then began to focus their investigation on Heather Frank and her on-again, off-again boyfriend of 5 years, Kevin Eastman. After their last breakup, Kevin had moved 250 miles away to live with his sister in Parachute, Colorado. But on February the 8th, Kevin and Heather's cell phones spent the night at her place. Both phones began moving together on February 9th, but stopped pinging when they reached an area known for poor cell phone reception. The route they had traveled led to the Pingree Park, the same area where Scott's body had been found. Police placed trackers on both Heather and Kevin's cars and attached a camera to a streetlight pointing at Heather's place. They continued to build their case as they watched the comings and goings of Heather and Kevin for nearly a week and secured warrants for their arrest. But just before the police were about to swoop in and take Heather and Kevin into custody, a shocking turn of events caught them off guard. They planned to arrest the pair that Sunday, but when they got to work and checked their vehicle tracker data, they learned that Kevin's car had been on the move overnight. He had traveled extensively throughout the Pawnee grasslands and made several stops. One of those stops was on a remote ranch property owned by Troy Bonnell, who had previously employed Kevin occasionally. Lieutenant Donnie Robbins of the Larimer County Sheriff's Department jumped in his unmarked car and drove out to find Kevin. Watching from a distance, he saw Kevin tending a fire on Troy's property. When Kevin got in his car and started driving away, Lieutenant Robbins followed him to a gas station in the nearby town called Kersey. He was pumping fuel into a portable canister. Lieutenant Robbins could not allow Kevin to burn anything else that would be evidence, so he arrested him on the spot. Once a search warrant was secured for Troy Bonnell's place, cops began their search. They were looking for evidence that Kevin left behind and clues to Heather's whereabouts. But her body wasn't in the containment structure where Kevin had been burning assorted items. This video of Heather exiting her apartment with Kevin following close behind was captured around 5:30 in the evening on February the 15th. That was the last time she was seen on surveillance cameras. Heather did not show up for her Sunday shift as a manager at Doug's Day Diner in Loveland. A police investigator stopped by to interview the restaurant owner, Ali Nolby, who was also a friend of Heather's going back 20 years. Sitting on a bench outside, they spoke about her relationship with Kevin, which was turbulent and at times violent. Kevin had asked Heather to marry him 3 times, but she flatly refused. The two had been living together, but a few weeks earlier, Kevin had moved to his sister's place in Parachute, Colorado, in an attempt to cut ties with Heather once and for all.
Because things got rocky. There was a couple times where she wouldn't come to work, and then she'd show up, and I'd meet her outside, and she'd be black and blue. And you have to understand, her and Kevin were together for a really long time. Their relationship was really good, and then it started getting crazy. Just some of the things that she would tell me is he wasn't. He was very physical. If they drank together, it would get extremely physical. So she started going to therapy. They both wanted to do couples therapy. That wasn't working. So, she would tell me that she would want to break up with him, but she was afraid that he wouldn't take it well. As a friend, my husband, we offered to go with her to help her get her belongings so she wouldn't be alone. And that kind of went on and on. We never actually did.
Less than a year before Heather died, a police officer responded to a hospital in Denver where she was being treated for injuries inflicted by Kevin while they were staying in a hotel room.
Northeast.
Can we turn the lights on? I just got assigned this call. You want to tell me what happened?
Just argument in the hotel room, punches to the left side of my ribs, and I had to get out of there.
Oh, there's a fucking envelope right here.
Who did this to you?
Kevin Eastwood.
How many times did he punch you?
3 times. Just like, get away, like he always does. This is the first time he's done.
Where's this shit? Northeast. Probably up this way.
Although Heather did not always report the violence that she had endured at Kevin's hands, a warrant was issued against him for assault following that attack. But he was not arrested until Heather went missing. While Larimer County officers were serving a search warrant at Troy Bonnell's place, other officers began interrogating Kevin Eastman at the police station. They were also questioning Troy about what happened on his property the previous night. Troy said that Kevin had failed to show up to do some work for him as planned a few days earlier, so he was surprised when he saw the headlights of Kevin's car coming toward his house that evening. Kevin gave excuses for why he was late and started unloading tools into Troy's garage. His demeanor seemed upbeat and normal, so Troy didn't sense anything was amiss, and he did not stay outside supervising.
Slayer. So we better put some respect on Slayer's name. He was literally the only reason they made fucking the finals, Where the fuck do I find these cocksuckers, dude? The fuck? Okay, I see. Right over here. I see P in St.
Heather's
Compost,
activities.
baby.
Instead, he went back inside to spend time with his girlfriend who was visiting. While the police were questioning Troy, Troy told them that he saw no sign of Heather at his place. But as the interrogation was taking place, they received an update from officers in the field who were searching his property.
So here's the thing, you know, I know it feels like I've been stalling for time here, and I have a little bit, because sometimes I get information that I'm not allowed to share, and I gotta wait until they let me share it.
Okay.
So when they were doing the search warrant at your property, they did find a body.
What?
Yes, sir. And
Where?
That I'm not sure. Obviously, I wasn't there. I've been here with you, but they
What the fuck?
That they found a body out on your property. They believe it's a female, so obviously you know what we're thinking. That it's Heather. So that's like...
Jesus fucking Christ!
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me that shit?
Well, I only heard about, 2 breaks ago, and then I had to get my boss to authorize me to tell you.
I mean, dude.
So that's just... You've been so patient with us, and I wanted to explain to you why this is extending, right?
Yeah, but I got nothing to do with this shit. Okay. I mean, I'm in a fucking I'm this motherfucker, man.
I could see if I was in your position, I'd be pissed too.
I don't deserve this shit.
I'm sure, kind of like you're beyond tired.
Yeah.
But hopefully that helps you to understand why I need your help and
I'm telling you. Fucking goddamn, bro.
Yeah. So
where? I mean, I know my property pretty well.
Yeah, her abilities in mid-game.
Outside somewhere. Beyond that,
Just her passive alone was like better than any passive in the game. You know what I mean?
When I'm out of the room, right? So remember I said,
On my fucking property.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So.
Fuck, I need to snake weed.
So you know nothing about it?
Fuck no.
Okay. And I have no reason not to believe you.
Heather's body was found under a large piece of wood. Her body was wrapped in plastic and wire. She had been shot twice in the chest at close range with a small caliber gun. Her blood test showed a small amount of methamphetamine was present. Her blood alcohol level was .243, more than 3 times the legal limit for driving. That final surveillance video of Heather showed her getting into a car that would drive her to her death. Police officers said they feel horrible that the arrest could not have taken earlier to have saved Heather's life, but it came one day too late. She did not deserve to die, and they feel sad for her sons who lost their mother, but they maintain they could not have predicted the chain of events that resulted in Heather's murder. As they were questioning Troy Bonnell, police were also questioning
Because of
Kevin
their minor
Eastman.
gems.
At times, he claimed he did not remember what happened, blaming an old head injury.
Mid-fucking
Other
game.
times,
That's
he
funny.
implied that someone else had killed Scott, and that he promised not to reveal their identity. He also said that he didn't believe that Heather was dead.
I went over to the house because I know that she gets too drunk, and I don't want her to lose her job.
Okay.
And I sure her car won't start if she's been drinking past a certain time. If she drinks past 8, she knows her car won't start. Then
Bro, honestly, I'm not even invested in that story at all. How bad is that? Terrible, right? I know. Not invested in the slightest. Come on. Find a herb. Herb. Now if we go over the combat gear. We need those. We need the herb. Hmm.
Hi. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. Okay. Okay. Go. No. No.
Bro, this map looks like cancer.
Yes. Perfect. Okay.
Riku?
Okay. There we go. Whew. Now what?
Yuka. Whatever his name is.
Can't go in the door. What the heck is going on? See ya, Lakitu. See ya, buddy. Yeah.
Yuka.
I should go back though,
Whatever his
right?
name is.
I gotta go
Do
back.
I
Let me
need
hit this.
multiple?
There you go. There we go. Get out of here. Magic Koopa?
Yeah, my brother is a huge Mario player.
Is that it?
Or he used to be. He doesn't play too much anymore, sadly.
No!
Grand Pooh Bear? Yeah, I
It's
don't know. I
funny
to watch
he
this
holds
fucking
the
guy, to
Lakitu.
be honest.
Couldn't do it that time, but y'all know what I mean. Wait. We gotta look around the subworld.
This man's voice is just perfect.
Are you serious?
Oh
man, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this video has been generously sponsored by nobody. 40 seconds. Oh, it's a water level? How am I supposed to get through here? How am I supposed to get through here? Hold on. How do we pull this off? Lure them over? Like, you gotta lure them over, right? Yeah, go. Go left. Okay, go.
Ooh.
That was close. Stay here to lure the bloopers over. Okay, come on, you freaking idiots. Let's go. Go. Yes.
Oh.
Dude. What is this? This is a whole new kind of hot garbage. My god. Is there any way I can one-cycle this?
Shawnee! What's up, boss?
Get... I mean, if you get lucky. Crap. Oh, that is the best luck you could possibly have. Right there. Dude. And then I die like that, really? If you can get that, you're golden every time. Come on. Nice. No, that hit me. Oh, I was in the money. That was great. Oh, still got it. What up? Okay, come on. Well, I don't know how I didn't die right there, but okay. Well, that's pretty good. Fireballs, really? Bloopers, fireballs, and fish, and... Holy shit. Dude, I'm going. This is crazy. There was a fireball. No! I thought I was gonna. Damn it! I didn't think that fish would hit me.
Get the fuck out of
Nope.
here.
Nope. 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 That was... No! That was so good. I keep having these great runs, but then I barely get caught by some bull crap. Actually, if you get lucky... yeah. I don't know. You know what? It's chaos. Who the hell knows? Now that was very... I was about to say that was so lucky how they split. The bloopers just parted ways like the Great Sea or whatever. And then I die for no reason at all. Okay, wait here. Nope, but the bloopers. Dude, the bloopers! You need to go fast. You can't let them close in on you. You gotta go. You gotta go. The fire bars are Fire bars are coming. Nope.
Fire bars are
Dude,
coming. He sounds like
nope.
Kronk from
could
like,
guys
you know,
chill,
what's it called?
Please. Could you chill? Let me...
Emperor's New Groove. He sounds like Kronk right there.
Holy mother. Wow, they are coming.
Whoa.
It's like this part here. No, I should have went left side. That was my mistake. That was my mistake. Both times, I think you're gonna try to go left side. But you're at the mercy of these bloopers right here. These guys are not really cooperating. How? How did I even... That doesn't even make any sense. Oh! Oh! Okay, duck this time. There you go. I panicked. I only have 9 seconds. I don't know. I think I should have gone far right, hugged the wall, went straight up. I don't know. Dude. That was pretty good. This is not good.
This map, there's some like level looks annoying. Oops.
It's like really, really bad. I can't get they're blocking the whole thing. Dude, I'm cooking. I was, not anymore, but I was. I died to an off-screen fireball. Shoot.
Dude, that's terrible.
Shoot. Chill, man. Oh my god, there was no getting through that time. Absolutely no friggin' way. You just can't. Sometimes you can't do it. All right, I got a new strategy for that part. You gotta hang low for a second, because if you don't, then the bloopers will get too high and they'll mess you up. Okay, come on. This is good. This is perfect. Duck. Go. Wait, I can beat that. I needed that guy to go right, but I had the option to go left too because I was fast. Dang it. I am learning the strategies. If you do this, you do this to get through here almost every time. Go down here. Wait. Go. Create an opening. Good RNG right there. Go. Straight up. Gotta beat the fire bar. I was too slow. A little bit faster. Got it. Come on. Okay, we got this. Duck. Nice. Beat this. Wait, it's way worse. There were bloopers everywhere that time. I don't know, man. It's like sometimes it's completely different. Sometimes the way is clear and it's nice and perfect, and other times I have nowhere to go. Ah!
It looks so hard. It does. Oh my god, that's like almost impossible.
Magical. It was
So RNG based.
It was so crazy. That's the furthest I've ever been. That's for sure. Ah! Nah, Dude, this is nuts. What? What?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. No! Ah! Why is a fire bar gotta be so long? Stop. Stop. Get out of here. I'm so far behind. There's no way. No way. No way. Wait. Really? Nope. Ah! I mean, that kind of worked. That worked. How did that work? That was ridiculous. Fireball. What? What do I do? There's fish. There's a Okay, wow. It took me many attempts to even get back there. This is not going well. You guys, it's this part right here. This part. Don't go right. Yes, but then I've got to figure out how to manipulate the blooper better in that third section because I just can't get him. Come on, come here, go up. That's it. That's how you do it. This is not how you do it. I don't know what to do now.
I'm scared. Almost dead.
Going over the top right there. Pretty good. I just walked into his ass. No one to blame but myself there. Slow. That's how you do that part. You go slow intentionally coming down. Wow, that was close. Yeah, you go slow intentionally to raise the blooper and get him to chase you out. Crap. You have to go in between the fish? I saw a hammer, bro. How much is left, dude? How much? Yeah, okay, sure, yep. That was like the least likely thing to hit me. Oh, I almost beat that fish. Possible speed strat for later. What was that? Any other combination of movement and I would have been fine. You know, I actually don't 100% know.
What kind of Mario is this? Never seen this kind.
Like whether they go
no
left
idea,
or right
bro.
Specifically.
This is
Like random,
this
but
is just Super
sometimes it
Mario
seems
Brothers.
Like they'll go a certain direction consistently if you move in a certain way. Come on. That's so ridiculous.
He's raging.
I mean, I almost got through Firebar. I think I was lagging a little bit. There's a hammer, bro. Fish, bloopers, Firebars, Fireball. I only have 5 seconds left, but the pipe is right there. Can it be done? Oh, I didn't do it. Damn it. I didn't get it. I think you got to get ahead of that guy. Why are these bloopers? They're all up in my shit. Dude, what is going on? These moves I'm pulling off are legendary. I actually
These moves I'm pulling off are legendary.
that time.
It's funny.
This time there are bloopers everywhere. And I made it that time too. I made it through the fish. It's not right. It's like if I execute perfectly, my RNG doesn't line up. But if my RNG lines up, I don't execute perfectly. I need the magic sauce. Come on, magic sauce.
He needs Mike's
Come
magic
on,
drink.
magic sauce. Let's go. Oh, maybe I could have beat the fish. Oh, I was so close. Come on, magic sauce. Magic sauce. This is the opposite of magic sauce. All the bloopers are over here. Is there any way I can control that? I wish I could beat this fish. I don't know how I did it that one time. Or almost. Almost did it. That was stupid. Oh, once again, had an opening, got killed by a fishy. What did I say? Opening? What? Dude, you can beat him. I don't know. I don't know. I think I should have gone up. See? Up into the crevice. It's... Hey, I got it. Dude, I got it. Dude, that opens it up. That changes everything. What? What? It's not over.
That's insane. I'd never be able to beat some shit like that.
I'm sorry, but those moves at the end, legendary. You know, oddly enough, I like that level concept, the tight timer and the water maneuvering and stuff.
Yeah, anxiety, facts. Alright, chat, I gotta do some nerd shit here, real quick. Do some nerd shit real quick.
For today's quest, we have Legends. You can begin this quest by speaking to the Legends guard just outside of the Legends. Okay, since we're doing it the fast way as opposed to the long way, run back.
Are there different, like, rewards?
Up the hill. Climb up over the rocks all the way to the hat again. If you want to do the quote-unquote good path, leave, teleport out somehow, go back to the firewall in the cave, use a dark dagger on Ungadulu, go back through the cave using a charge orb to open the door again, push the boulder, don't tell him about losing the dagger. What you want to do is you want to cast.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
The Holy Force spell to reveal his true form, kill him, then push the western boulder and collect your water.
Let's see this broad do it real quick.
Sure that your chat says that your dagger glows brightly. Now we're gonna go back down the ridge. Failing most of the time again.
Return. I gotta go all the way back over there. Are you fucking kidding me? God damn it. I don't care, go down, dude. I'll take that route 10 times out of 10. I'll take that little bit of damage, sure. Alright, back to putting something on for us all to enjoy. Mike's high gameplay. Dude, you know what happens when Mike's high gameplay gets in the chat, right? Y'all know what happens when Mike's high gameplay is in the chat, right?
As with many things in life, context is everything. And when it comes to photography, this is especially true. How many times have we seen innocent-looking photographs that have a much darker meaning behind them when we know the full story? They could be happy-looking people who are hiding secrets, or criminals who appear normal on the outside whilst fighting their inner demons on the inside. Well, in this video, we'll be taking a look at a selection of photographs that are hiding disturbing backstories that without them, you wouldn't know existed. As always, hit those lights, sit back, and enjoy. The Incredibly Stupid One. On April 6, 1967, while aboard the USS Canberra in the Gulf of Tonkin during the Vietnam War, second-class petty officer Douglas Hegdal was knocked overboard by the blast from a 5-inch gun mount. He managed to swim and tread water for several hours before being picked up by Vietnamese fishermen.
Doing some gaming?
He was listed as
Nice.
missing as a result of being lost at sea,
Nice.
and this was his official Navy photograph. Later that same day, the fishermen handed Douglas over to Vietnamese militiamen. He was severely beaten by them before they moved him to the notorious How Low prison. Initially, his interrogators believed him to be a commando or agent, and they thought his claim that he was blown overboard was far too fetched. Douglas had to think fast to survive and make himself less valuable to his captors, so he decided to act dumb and pretended to be of low intelligence. For several days, he was physically maltreated, until he finally convinced his captors that he was of little value for their propaganda campaign. When asked to write statements against the United States, he agreed, but claimed he was unable to read or write. Thinking they had someone who could be easily manipulated to their cause, his captors assigned someone to teach Douglas how to read. However, after he seemed incapable of learning anything, his teachers gave up on him. Later, he became known to the Vietnamese as the Incredibly Stupid One, and he was given almost free run of the POW camp. Douglas, who was actually highly intelligent, went on to play a crucial role in identifying as many of the US prisoners who were held at the prison, many who were previously presumed dead. The US captives used the 7-note musical couplet known as Shave and a Haircut as a code to authenticate.
You about to be 22? Damn, bro, you're growing up so fast.
They would tap the first 5
Slow
notes
down.
against a cell wall and wait for the appropriate response. Using this tap code, US POWs were able to communicate securely with one another, and with the help of fellow prisoner Joseph Krecker, a US Air Force officer, Douglas managed to memorize their names, capture dates, method of capture, and personal information of around 256 other prisoners. At one point, he also convinced his captors that he needed new glasses.
This shit is so buggy.
And when he was taken into the city of Hanoi to have them fitted, he memorized the route. Because Douglas was seemingly no use to his captors, he was one of 3 POWs, along with Navy Lieutenant Robert Frischman and Air Force Captain Wesley Rumble, who were released on August 5th, 1969, as a propaganda move by the North Vietnamese. It was unusual for American prisoners of war to agree to early release. However, they made an exception for Douglas, and he was ordered to accept the release, so that he could provide the names of POWs being held by the North Vietnamese and reveal the conditions in which they were being subjected to. This photograph was taken of Douglas after his release. It showed him as gaunt and emaciated after 2.5 years of captivity, looking incredibly different to the sailor who sailed out to serve his country. However, this was the photo of a genius who had fooled the enemy into believing he was the Incredibly Stupid One, a lesson in never judging the book by the cover. When Douglas finally returned to the United States, he was able to provide many names of military and intelligence personnel who were previously thought to be dead. In 1970, he made a significant impact when he confronted the Vietnamese during the Paris peace talks, where he shared crucial information about the prison camps, including their locations and the inhumane conditions of the prisoners, as well as the torture practices used by the Vietnamese. Exposing the Vietnamese in this manner led them to keep POWs alive until the end of the war, saving hundreds of lives. Family photos. Take a look at this series of photographs. They're nothing remarkable, just some sweet memories of a father and his daughter as she grows up. On fishing trips, birthdays, and as a proud dad giving away his daughter at her wedding. However, you'd be wrong to think there's anything normal here. The dad in these photographs is Dennis Lynn Rader, also known as BTK, an abbreviation he gave himself for bind, torture and kill. He was an American serial killer who murdered at least 10 people between 1974 and 1991 in Wichita and Park City, Kansas. Rader's daughter, his son and his wife, who lived with him for 34 years, had no idea they were living with a psychopath. They knew him only as the loving father and husband depicted in the photographs. Rader married Paula Dietz on May 22, 1971, and they had 2 children, Kerry and Brian. He was a respected member of the community and was a member of Christ Lutheran Church in Wichita and had been elected president of the church council. He was also a Cub Scout leader. His murder spree started in January 1974 when he murdered 4 members of the Otoro family in Wichita, Kansas. His MO was to acquire souvenirs from his victims, and on this occasion he took a watch. 4 months later, he murdered 21-year-old Catherine Doreen Bright after breaking into her home. Later that year, he wrote a note detailing the Otero family murders and saying the code words for me will be bind them, torture them and kill them, BTK. He left the note in a book at the Wichita Public Library, and it was eventually recovered by the police. Over the next 20 years, Rader killed at least 5 more women. However, he was getting irritated by the lack of media coverage for his crimes. He craved attention, and so he sent a letter to a local TV station saying, "How many people do I have to kill before I get a name in the paper or some national attention?" It would be 8 years before he struck again, when he murdered Maureen Hedge. He murdered once more after Maureen, and then the case went cold. However, in 2004, on the 30th anniversary of Rader's first murders, a local newspaper speculated that the killer had either died or been imprisoned. To prove neither of these things were true, Rader sent a reporter items belonging to his 9th victim, Maureen Hedge. These included a copy of her driving license and photographs of her body. For the next year, he continued sending various packages to the media to prove he was still around. He used cereal boxes to send drawings, photographs, and souvenirs from his crimes with written descriptions of his murders, and even sent dolls posed to mimic his victims. It's believed the cereal boxes were a reference to him being a serial killer. In January 2005, the police made a significant breakthrough in their investigation. They found a cereal box that contained a note written by the killer. In the note, Rader asked whether the police would be able to trace a floppy disk he wanted to send them. Law enforcement officials responded through a classified ad, indicating that it would be safe for him to send the disk. Rader did so, and the police were able to trace the disk back to his church. His DNA was then matched to samples found at the first crime scene, and he was arrested in February 2005. He readily confessed to his crimes, and in June of the same year, he pled guilty. 2 months later, he was sentenced to 10 consecutive life terms, and is currently incarcerated at El Dorado Correctional Facility in Kansas. We'll be doing a Murderous Minds on Dennis soon, over on our Murderous Minds YouTube channel, so be sure to go over there and subscribe so you do not miss out. Adalia Antonio de Carli. In April 2008, Father Adalia Antonio de Carli, a Brazilian priest, attempted to break the world record for a clustered balloon flight.
That was dumb as shit.
Of the crash. On October did succeed in drawing attention, although not
I always done this
burst of
shit.
joy. On October 27, 1967, Lieutenant Colonel Robert L. Sturm's plane was shot down over Hanoi while he was leading a mission to bomb the area. He survived the crash, but was captured by the Vietnamese army and kept as a POW until March 14, 1973. On his return to the US, this photograph was taken of him reuniting with his family after 5 years in North Vietnam. The photo, known as Burst of Joy, was awarded a Pulitzer Prize and became a symbol of the end of US involvement in the Vietnam War. It represented the hope that military personnel and their families could finally start to heal after the traumatic experiences they had endured during the brutal conflict. However, the happy image was not all it seemed to be. 3 days before it was taken, Sturm received a letter from his wife Loretta, who was also in the photograph, informing him that their marriage was over.
Oh my fucking god.
Loretta had
That's
been
sick.
with other men throughout her husband's captivity.
I should have put on Protect from Melee beforehand.
3 of them. So despite the photograph appearing to be a happy reunion, it was in fact the end of family life as he knew it. In 1974, the Sturms divorced, and Loretta remarried. If this wasn't bad enough for Robert, he still legally had to provide Loretta with 43% of his military retirement pay. Also during his captivity, Loretta spent $140,000 of his salary, and after their divorce, she got the house, their 2 young children, and $300 a month in child support.
That's
Robert
crazy.
ended up living with his mother and stated that he never displayed the award-winning photo, saying that he could not bring himself to look at it. He was quoted as saying, "I survived the torture, the mock executions, the dread-filled days and nights, so I could return to her, only to be handed a Dear John letter by a chaplain upon my release." In today's image-conscious world, where everyone tries to portray their perfect lives on social media, it's important to remember that, like the Burst of Joy photograph, things are not always as they seem.
Yo, alright, yo, Sean, you have a good night, buddy. Stay
MacArthur
safe.
Wheeler. On April 15th, 1995 in Pittsburgh, USA, word spread about 2 bank robberies that took place in broad daylight. However, the gang that orchestrated the robberies wasn't a gang at all, it was just 2 men, MacArthur Wheeler and Clifton Earl Johnson. This image shows Wheeler brazenly walking up to the bank teller with a gun in his hand. He wore no disguise, and his face is clearly visible on CCTV footage. In his deluded mind, he and Johnson believed they had gotten away with daylight robbery. Neither robber attempted to disguise themselves. Instead, they applied lemon juice to their faces. According to Wheeler, Johnson had told him that lemon juice would make them invisible to security cameras, similar to how it functions as invisible ink. Although initially skeptical, Wheeler had tested this method by covering his face with lemon juice and capturing an image of it with a Polaroid camera. As he was missing from the resulting photograph, he trusted the method to be effective. However, detectives believed his absence in the image was caused either by a bad film, a maladjusted camera, or Wheeler having unintentionally pointed the camera away from his face. Johnson was soon arrested, but Wheeler was still at large, so the clear surveillance photograph of him was broadcast on Crime Stoppers and led to his arrest less than an hour later. When shown the photographs, Wheeler was shocked and exclaimed, "But I wore the lemon juice. I wore the lemon juice." The robberies directly inspired the research into the Dunning-Kruger effect, which suggests that individuals with little ability in a given field tend to overestimate their competence in it. This was certainly the case for Wheeler and Johnson.
Even Charter.
Not any old grid. This next image appears to show an old drainage grid or ancient skylight. However, this is no ordinary grid. This is the trapdoor leading to the dreaded medieval torture chamber known as the oubliette. Located at Warwick Castle in the UK, the oubliette is an ancient claustrophobic cell that prisoners were thrown into and forgotten about. The only way in or out was the trapdoor that was agonizingly out of reach of the prisoner once they found themselves in a narrow passage that wasn't even wide enough for them to sit down or even get down on their knees.
Where am I?
The only option the prisoner had was to
We're
stand
here.
or lie prone until he was put out of his misery by starving to death.
I guess this one.
The unfortunate victim would be lowered into the deep shaft by a guardsman.
3,200?
And once
Are
they
you
reached the
fucking kidding
bottom,
me?
the rope would have been taken up, and the
How
trapdoor
much
above
is
them would
this?
close shut. Food and water might have been thrown down to them if they were lucky, or if their survival was seen to be important. It was a truly horrible punishment, and more often than not, prisoners were abandoned completely and left to die in agonizing pain. This castle contains a particularly nasty example of the oubliette. It is long, narrow, and horizontal, paved with jagged stones that protrude from the
Bro, I
floor.
fucking hate this quest.
Prisoners would be forced to lie on these stones, with the ceiling just inches above them, making it impossible to escape from the agony of their confinement. It's
That looks
fair
like a
to say
shit
that
life.
medieval Britain was a harsh time to be alive. If you want to find out more about the medieval world, then head on over to our medieval channel, Medieval Madness. It'll remind you of how lucky we are to live in today's world.
Sure.
So that's it for this video. We have discovered tons of photographs.
We are extremely lucky. Can't deny it. Oh, fuck, dude. I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh, yeah. Well, this isn't where I wanted to go at all. Damn. Brimhaven? Sure. That works for me. That works for me. Where's the store? Payfair. There we go. Motherfucker don't got no machete. There we go. Actually trade just in case we might need. Buy one of them bitches. Alright, let's go. Eight minutes. Oh, we got this. Easy. Find a video to watch in the meantime. I'm sitting here rushing for no reason. No rushing. Damn, that's pathetic. What a shitty shortcut. Hmm. You fucking joking me, right? Yo, dog, get the fuck out of here. Alright, well, I'm just gonna call it a stream, because I'm not doing all that shit again. Fuck that. Fuck that. That's way too much work. Way too much work. That's fucking wild. Yeah, I hope y'all have a good night. God bless. See you later. Stay safe. Peace.